Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and this time it's the most requested video of this month. Like every time, showing few sweet recipes you can give a try for this Eid. I'm sure you and your family will enjoy these desserts. Keep watching for the preparation. Beginning with the Blondie recipe. Usually when the ones with cocoa powder that's brown in color are called brownies, the other type without cocoa powder or cooking chocolate are called blondies. Made with easily available ingredients and heavenly taste. For this you need to melt butter. Altogether it should come to 1 cup. Into another bowl, add 1 1/3 cup sugar that has got very tiny granules, which is basically called Castor sugar. If you have sugar with bigger granules, just pulse it in the mixer a few times. Then goes in 1/4 teaspoon salt or a pinch to balance it all. Just mix. Now here's the melted butter. Whisk a bit before adding into the sugar. Whisk well for a minute. That's 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. Then goes in 2 eggs that was beaten with a fork. Add gradually and whisk while adding. Whisk for a minute. Then add 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. Now here you need 1 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour or the Maida. Add half at a time and mix. Whisk all together. You need to get a batter this way. To this goes in 1/2 to 3/4 cup raisins. Now here I have added dark and milk galaxy chocolates. That's broken into small pieces. You may even use white chocolate. You can go for chocolate chips or chopped cooking chocolates. It's up to you. Give gentle mix with a spatula. This is 8 by 8 inch tin. Butter it. This is the tin I normally use for making brownies. Line the tin with the baking paper. Pour the Blondie batter in it. Now bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius and bake for 40 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean. Let it cool down completely. And that's ready to slice into squares. If you are on a diet, this is definitely not for you because this is very addictive. This is very delicious. Do try it. Next is an upgraded version to my vermicelli bites I had made few years back in another video. That was a recipe from my mom, or I can say my favorite childhood sweet. Again, another addiction. Here I'm giving a filling in between 2 layers of the vermicelli, and for the filling you need 1/2 cup almonds and 1/2 cup cashews. I crush the cashews gently, and for the almonds you can crush the same way, but I chop to small pieces. You need 1/4 cup of raisins as well. In a pan, heat a small piece of butter. It comes to around 3 to 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Now fry the almonds, cashews and the raisins in the butter. Make sure you keep the flame on low-medium so that it doesn't burn. Just when it starts to change the color, add 1 1/2 cup desiccated coconut. Mix really well. Mix for 2-3 minutes and make sure you're mixing it continuously, or else there are chances for the desiccated coconut to burn. Take that off and spread over to a plate to cool down. Now prepare the tin. Here we are not baking but preparing the tin for getting the shape. Now just like the other recipe, that's the vermicelli bites, you need vermicelli that too very thin strings. Here I have 200 grams packets. Use 2 packets of the same. Crush that with your hands and add to a bowl. In a pot, melt 100 grams butter. Now roast the vermicelli in this butter on low-medium flame till it becomes light brown. Make sure flame is not high or else it can turn the color to a darker shade very soon and taste weird. So gradually do the process. Now even if you have roasted vermicelli with you, still roast them for some time in butter. This is done now. Turn off the flame. Add condensed milk. Here I added 1.5 tin of condensed milk. It depends on the amount of sweetness you like. The butter helps to get it set when cooled down, and condensed milk makes the vermicelli stick to each other. Adding a pinch of salt for a balance. You can also add a pinch of cardamom powder for flavor. Now while it's warm, add half the vermicelli mixture into the tin and spread evenly. Level it. Then goes in the filling, that's the coconut and nut mixture. Now basically you need to mix this filling in sugar syrup to make it stick really well with the vermicelli. For us it will be overly sweet, hence avoided that. But to make it rich and set well, you can mix the coconut and nuts in some sugar syrup if you want. Then on top goes the rest half of the vermicelli mix. This is warm, so letting it cool down, and then I placed it in the fridge for 30 minutes to completely set. Take that out and then slice into your desired shape. I cut in squares, you may do it in diamond shape. And there you have this very delicious, addictive sweet. This is very flavorful and my family's favorite. If you haven't tried the other vermicelli bites, do try that as well, as it's more simpler. Shall put the link in the description box. You can also slice this in bite size, which looks cute and easy to munch in one go. It's mango season in India, so keeping that in mind, I tried this mango kunafa and it tastes amazing with the chunks of mango in the filling. For this you need kunafa dough. Here we get it ready-made, and I guess you get it anywhere now where they sell Middle Eastern products. Do check out in your nearby store. If you can't still find this, you can do the same way with the bread kunafa measurements. We'll share the link in the description box. This dough is a bit stringy and I felt I should have given a few pulses in the blender to break them down. Add 1 to 1.5 cup melted butter to 500 grams kunafa dough. Mix it well and keep aside. To make the sugar syrup, add 1.5 cup sugar in a saucepan along with 1.5 cup water. Into this just squeeze quarter piece of lemon, or I can say it goes 1.5 teaspoon lemon juice. Let that boil and the sugar dissolve. You don't have to make it one string consistency. The sugar needs to dissolve, that's all, and take that off from heat. Now chop mango into very tiny chunks and add that into a bowl. I used 2 large mangoes, almost 2 cups of tiny mango chunks. To this goes in thick fresh cream, around 1.5 cup. Mix well. The mango is already sweet, so not adding any sugar in this. Use a baking tray. Level half the kunafa dough as the bottom layer. If you want, you may place a baking paper below, but be careful when you slice. Then add the mango cream mixture over it. Level it evenly. Then on top goes mozzarella cheese. Spread all over the mango cream. Almost 1.5 cup mozzarella cheese. Then finally goes in the rest half of the kunafa dough on top. Bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, the heat coming from top and bottom, and bake for 40 minutes or till it turns to a nice golden brown color. Take that out from the oven. Pour warm sugar syrup onto the hot kunafa. This is not easy to slice in good shape, but the taste is amazing. The mango gives it a refreshing flavor. I flipped it over a tray for slicing it easily. So that's all for the desserts or the sweet recipes you can try this Eid. And please do try them. I'm sure you and your family will enjoy. Stay safe everyone. See you with another video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.